الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح قد قامت الصلاة قد قامت الصلاة الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله.
Align your heels with the line. Jazakallah khair. So, again, our beloved kids, inshallah, you cannot stand next to your friend. Adults, please help me to separate between the kids, inshallah. No two kids should be standing next to each other. Help us, inshallah, do this as fast as possible, as quick as possible. Allah yazikum al-khair. Ya Rab, stawu atadilu, straighten your line, shoulder to shoulder, shorten the gap, barakallah fikum. Allahu Akbar. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Malik yawm ad-din. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-sirata al-mustaqim. Sirata alladhina an'amta 'alayhim ghayril maghdubi 'alayhim. Amin. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allahu Akbar. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. استغفر الله استغفر الله استغفر الله. اللهم أنت السلام ومنك السلام، تباركت يا ذا الجلال والإكرام. لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد وهو على كل شيء قدير. لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. لا إله إلا الله ولا نعبد إلا إياه. لا النعمة ولا الفضل ولا الثناء والحسن لا إله إلا الله مخلصين الدين ولو كره. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, right after Sunnah, we're gonna do the Umrah and Medina workshop, inshallah. So it will be doing a very hands-on Umrah workshop, and also we'll show you with pictures all things you need to know about the Masjid of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You will see the picture of the Kaaba inside and outside and all the different corners of it. You will see Prophet Muhammad ﷺ grave and how it looks inside, not just outside. You will see the pillars, the different pillars, the mihrab, the minbar of Rasulullah ﷺ. So stay with us, inshallah. It's right after Sunnah, and we'll stay until Adhan al-Asr, inshallah. So it's between now and 4 p.m. Jazakumullah khair.
And brothers and sisters who are joining the ISGH Umrah, please, if you want to pick up your packet, meet me now, inshallah, after the Khatm al-Salah, and I will give it to you. For brothers and sisters who are joining the ISGH Umrah, inshallah, meet me after Khatm Salah. I will give you the packets for your Umrah, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters. The session is about to start, so if I could request the sisters to come downstairs, we'll probably have a partition over here, so everybody could be here together, inshallah. So the sisters can take the portion of the masala on my right, inshallah. We'll start the session after the sunnah is over.
Sisters, Assalamu alaikum. You're all welcome, inshallah, to join us. Come on the right hand side of the Imam. So come here, inshallah. We'll bring a partition right now. So give us a few minutes. And people who are watching us online, inshallah, will start shortly. So prepare your questions, inshallah, and make sure, inshallah, to post it on the Umrah group. Inshallah, we will read it for the Sheikh. For the people who are joining online, inshallah, prepare your questions. Inshallah, we will ask it to the Sheikh once he starts.
That's good enough. Towards this place, akhi. This way more. Yeah, that's good enough. A little bit more. I'm sorry. Sorry. Say it again. Can you see, sisters? Sisters, can you see the? No, you cannot. Okay. So how about we go a little bit back? Tell me when you can see it. You can see it. This way good. This way good. Khalas. Okay. Okay. Barakallah fikum. We can. Okay. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah wa salatu salam ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa mawala. So inshallah, just to make sure that we use our time wisely, do we have refreshment? Okay, we have water. We have fountain water. It's refreshment, right? So, okay, so the plan is to do this until 4 o'clock. I can go non-stop. I'm fine with that. If you like to have a break, let me know now so I can plan for a 10 minutes break. So with the raise of hand, do you like to have break or go non-stop? If you like a break, raise hand. Like a break? Alhamdulillah. Okay, non-stop, inshallah. Okay, so we have about, so now it is 2 o'clock 23, and we will have to stop perhaps maybe 5 minutes or 10 minutes prior to Adhan to Asr prayer, because Asr is at 4, which means we will have only an hour and a half, right? So we have 1 hour and a half, inshallah. So the way I want to divide this is that I would like to start with Medina, visiting Medina, and then we'll go to Mecca, right? Okay, and this is going to be a very generic workshop, so it has nothing to do with our trip. So anyone who would like to hear it for a future Umrah, for a future visit to Medina, this inshallah hopefully will be very helpful. Okay, so let's see if I can share my screen. Okay. Okay, and let me, so I would like to just, okay, maybe, I can't see it very well. Okay, where is this guy here? This one? Okay, so here we go. Okay, so I'll is everyone able to see everything? Are we all good, inshallah? Yes. I can get in the picture. Yeah. Are you all okay, sisters? Yes? Good, alhamdulillah. طيب, بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. So, just to get a good gesture about what it means to go there from direction-wise. So, as you can see, this is the Arab Peninsula, and we see Mecca here, and Jeddah is here, and Medina is here. So those are like perhaps the 3 key cities that we would like to focus about. I want you to keep in mind that all the time, that Medina is north of Mecca. This is very important, okay? So when you are in Medina, your Qibla is to the south. Excellent. Oops. Okay, here we go. So, get back. Okay, so I mean, most of the time when people travel to Mecca, they will go through Jeddah, or they go directly to Medina. Some airlines go to Medina and others go to Jeddah. Assuming that you go to Medina first, you are outside what we call them mawaqit, which means that you can go with your dress, your regular dress, and then go to Medina, spend your time there, and then when you go from Medina to Mecca, there's a miqat here. Miqat means this place where you can start your Umrah. The place here is called Abyar Ali. That's how it is well known. And at that point in time, you make your intention, you put on your clothes, and then you start your Umrah. But if you go to Jeddah directly, then you are within the circle of miqat, which actually means that you have to either make your ihram or you start your Umrah intention before reaching to Jeddah, or you can reach to Jeddah with your regular thobe or pant or whatever it is, and then you need to go outside of Jeddah, because Jeddah is within the circle of mawaqit. You go outside of Jeddah, there are multiple miqats here. There's a miqat here in this area called As-Sayl al-Kabir, which is very close and very, mashallah, well made, and so you can actually do everything there. So you go there, you take a shower, you take everything you need, and that is actually called the Sayl al-Kabir. So you go outside of the circle of mawaqit, and then you go to Mecca for Umrah. So I wanted to just give you that perspective of where the trip will be, right? So Mecca is not on the shore like Jeddah, so it's more dry than Jeddah. Jeddah is very humid. Now Medina is north of Mecca, so when you are in Medina, your Qibla is south. Okay, so let's go now and talk about. We'll start with Medina first, inshallah, and then we can go to Mecca. So I want you to imagine the city of Medina in the past time. Medina in the past time is actually this place here. And this dark area is a lava plain. So all of these are lava. We call them in Arabic harra. So there are more than one harra, but the most important ones is Harrat al-Wabra and Harrat Waqam. So all of these are like old volcano lands. And what you see here is actually how it looks. So you will see this a lot in Medina. And in fact, when you go from Medina to Mecca, you will continue to see this for a long distance. When you reach to Mecca, or maybe before Mecca, then that will vanish. You will not see this anymore. And just so that you understand, remember this battle of Khandaq? Remember when Rasulullah was surrounded by all the kuffar, and then they made a ditch. So the ditch was here. And you know why they put it here? Because the enemy cannot go through this, cannot go through this, cannot go through this. None of the animals or human can walk on this. So the enemy should go from this side all the way here and then get into Medina. So they made this ditch here, right? Yesterday, anyone attended the Isha Khatira yesterday? We were talking about a poor person who came to Rasulullah ﷺ, and he said, Ya Rasulullah, I'm screwed. He said, what's wrong? He said, I had love with my wife on one of the days of Ramadan. He was supposed to fast it, but he had love with his wife. So he ﷺ asked him, are you able to free a slave? He said, no. He said, are you able to feed 60 people? He said, no. He said, are you able to fast 2 consecutive months? Meaning, how many? 30 plus 30, that's another 60 days. He said, no. He then ﷺ kept quiet, and then all of a sudden, a man from Ansar brought a big basket of dates, and he gave it to Rasulullah ﷺ. So he ﷺ called upon this man, and he said, take this dates and make it as your feeding of the 60 people that is kafara. This man said, Ya Rasulullah, am I required to give it to someone who is more poor than me? I swear by Allah, there's no one in the whole city of Medina, and he used this term, ma bayna labatayha, between the 2 lavas, there's no person who is more poor than myself. So he said, فَوَاللَّهِ مَا بَيْنَ لَابَتَيْهَا أحد أفقر مني. There's no one in the whole city of Medina between those two lavas that is more poor than me. So he saw Sallam smiled until his moral teeth appeared, and he said, take it and feed your family. So it became like, subhanAllah, a bargain for him, even though he was supposed to do the kafara. So I think this is important to just understand, the context of Medina and how it looks. Now, with all the modern development that they have done in Medina, most of these, especially around the city of Medina, were removed, and they made it look as if there was nothing there. Now, another thing that we need to know in Medina is this huge mountain here. Anyone can make a guess what this mountain is? Uhud, exactly. This is the most important figure or mountain in the whole city of Medina. There are multiple mountains, but this is the most important one. Now, as you can see, it's a huge one, right? Right? Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam has said about Abdullah ibn Mas'ud radiallahu anhu that his legs, his tiny legs, because he was the first one to preach kuffar with reciting Quran after Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said that his tiny legs are heavier in the scale of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala than the whole mountain of Uhud. Can you guess how long this one? It's almost 11 kilometers, so 8 miles. This is a huge, really, and you can see it all the time. So the nice thing about this, not only that Rasul loved this mountain, inshallah, hopefully we will be able to visit this mountain. The nice thing about this mountain is that it gives you the sense of direction, because this is on the north of Medina. So if you are in Medina, Jabal Uhud is here. The mountain of Uhud is here. So if you see mountain of Uhud, your Qibla is just the opposite direction. Okay? And actually, sometimes you get this very handy. Now, if you look at this one, this is with the development that has happened recently. So the mountain of Uhud still remained the same, but the Harra were all, were covered by new constructions. Okay. Okay, so inshallah we ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to enable us to go to Medina, and this is how it looks right now. So let's talk about some of the fiqh issues here. When you are in the city of Medina, it's very important that you go to the mosque, and this is the most important thing you want to do in Medina. I know many people like to go to marketplace, go to museums, go to the different attractions there. But remember that the city, the most important thing, the reason that you're going to Medina is to visit this masjid. That's your intention, actually. So anything else is just on the side. So don't make other things as your target. Pray. When you go to Medina, the very first thing is really, if you can, is to go to the masjid and pray Tahiyyat al-Masjid. The Tahiyyat Masjid, which is the greeting of the mosque. Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he used to get back to Medina, before he even goes to his house, would go to the masjid and pray those 2 rak'ah. If we can, if we get the opportunity before you even go to the hotel, if you can, again, it's good that you go to the haram. If not, then just get ready and do it as soon as possible. Go to greet the masjid with 2 rak'ah. Of course, performing prayers there, every prayer has the same, the reward of a prayer done anywhere else multiplied by 1,000. So doing one prayer in the city of Medina will give you a reward of 1,000 identical prayer in Houston. Okay? Now, in Mecca, it's even more. It's 100,000. And Jerusalem, in Al-Aqsa, anyone knows? You know Al-Aqsa? It's 500. 500 in Al-Aqsa, 1,000 in the Masjid of Medina, and 100,000 in the Haram of Mecca. So that actually tells you, if you were there and you want to go for sightseeing, you're missing that opportunity. So we plan, or we try inshallah, that we do our sightseeing at a time where there's no mandatory prayer. So probably you can go early in the morning and then get back to the masjid before Adhan al-Dhuhr. So you don't miss that inshallah. Okay, but many people there go to the marketplace and they go to do shopping and whatnot, and they miss those prayers. And subhanAllah, I mean, you need to be very mindful about not missing those, inshallah. Remembering Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reading Quran.